Hi again, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the 2025 East County Prep Football's Previews Show. We're joined tonight, Dave, by the Grossmont Foothillers. New league, but the some new Foothillers, but we got some veteran Foothillers with us too here joining us on the show today, Dave. And take a look at our crew. We could almost run a half an offense out here right now, and veterans joining us: Randy Ballard, Drew Sasena, Colton Burke, Marcus Campbell, Ryder Robinson, and Jamarcus Portlock holding it down on the line. Guys, thank you for joining us. Dave, thank you for getting the Foothillers together. We're off to the Valley League this season with the Foothillers, but hey, we can keep that tradition going with Foothiller football. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, it seems like a couple of teams have been bouncing back and forth from the Hills and the Valley fellas. Didn't really think I'd see Grossmont going back to the Valley, and not necessarily a bad thing because, you know, after a 5-7 record last year and 1-3 in a really tough. I mean, last year's Hills League was not an easy one, and look, we put up 100 points total at Granite Hills. I mean, we had a record there. I think the defenses were upset on both sides. I think even for the Eagles and for the Hillers, we scored a lot of points, but we could have played a little defense. But hey, we made a record, but it was very tough last year, and our offense was fantastic. I mean, Tommy was scoring touchdowns left and right. You did lose Noah Walker. I'm sure that stings a little bit. I know you guys don't want to get into that. I leave it as an open forum when it comes to that. But we'll move on to how it feels to start off behind center and replacing Tommy, if you will. And how about we start with Jamarcus on that one?
Okay, so Tyler, he's a really good QB. He sees the field really good, and he has really good vision. Yeah, it's really good protecting.
Marcus, what's it like now? We were so prolific last year. Dave alluded to it. Keeping up in some of these games, and quite frankly, that high-powered offense won a lot of games for the Foothillers last year. But what is it? What is an offensive lineman doing this year with Foothiller football? Are we getting back to a little bit more of a ground game, because it did put the defense a little bit back on their heels, because the offense, that old saying, if the offense gets on and off the field with a score, the defense has to go out there. What's the offensive approach this season?
This season we're going for a fast-paced offense again,
Of
and
course.
it's to really throw off the defense and keep their head on the swivel.
Not going to change, Dave, with Coach Lawrence. I mean, that's the one thing that'll make the Foothillers. They mentioned, their quarterback, this year, Tyler Holmes. And look, when you've got Coach Lawrence, with the way he goes about it, I want to say what his makes him so good is his offensive sense. So why not still ramp it up with the Foothillers in the passing game this season, Dave?
Yeah, and with Coach Lawrence in his third year now here at Grossmont, I mean,
Wow.
I'm figuring he's settling in, and you guys are still young enough to grab a league championship, and then hopefully go on and grab a CIF spot. And I'm sure that's definitely the goal. And we always have our favorite game of the year too. That I don't know if we will miss it or not. And that's the for the musket with Helix. Are you guys gonna miss them, Marcus? You gonna miss
Uh,
playing the Highlanders?
yes, that is something that's unfortunate that we don't do. It is something that I did look forward to in my high school career, was earning that musket back. But I mean, as a team, I think we're gonna just move past it and try to win as many games as we can this year.
I mean, let's look at it this way, Marcus. I think that we have. I mean, it's really any team in the Valley can win the league. I
Yes,
think
sir.
we got a pretty even playing field. All the teams, some are a little different offense. Some are going to run the ball more. Uh, I'd expect Grossmont to be throwing the ball more than running the ball. Kind of like Coach Hamamoto for the Monarchs. His staple for years before he retired was he was going to pound the rock, and he was very successful in doing it for many years. But I think when it comes to Coach Lawrence, it's to the air we go. Um, and with that being said, maybe we're gonna have some trick plays, some maybe even some running plays with fullbacks. Are we gonna have any fullbacks back there?
No, we're going
Uh,
full speed ahead.
Fullbacks, I don't think I've seen any this year. The trick plays, the offense does have some things in store. I feel like our offense is going to be pretty electric this year, even with out Tommy and the seniors we lost last year. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the offense shows out this year and how they play.
You know,
Hey,
it's too bad you couldn't play Granite too, because I'm sure with Noah going over there, especially the defenders would love to love to face the Eagles over there. But I'm sure you guys are all friends. It's all good. You know, it's just football, and we all have our different path. Um, and as far as the defense, who do we want to go to here?
well, I got one for you, Dave. I want to ask Colton. He's down there, next to Marcus, kind of representing the defense a little bit in the defensive back. Is it a real thing, Colton, that I'm trying to portray when you guys have such a prolific offense? Can it wear on defenders to spend more time? Do you feel like you guys spent more time on the field than an average team? I don't know if it's fair to compare because you are your team, you guys who are who you are. But does that factor in a little bit to some of those high scores?
Um, you're saying that we spent more time on the field?
Because of the time spent. I mean, you, Marcus. I mean, I know you guys have Gage this year too, right? Tackling machines out there, basically. But that's because the other offense gets their chance too, and you guys end up being on the field. It feels like more. You guys are young, but does that affect high school football players? And do you feel like you have to spend more time out playing defense because your offense has been so prolific? For example, last season.
Um, yeah, I would say that like we wouldn't get gassed because we practiced against a fast-paced offense every day.
Good point.
So I wouldn't say it affected us. I would say we are a lot better this year because all of us are returning pretty much. So I feel confident in our defense.
And you put up 50. Yeah, you had 50 tackles last season, and I'm sure you want to talk about Kai Jones also, and he compliments you also while he's on the field.
Yeah, name some of the other guys, Colton or Marcus, from the defensive backfield a little bit. Some of your guys.
Well, definitely Gage. You know Gage.
100 tackles last year, man.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's all over the field. We got Caden.
Honestly, oh my God, you could go, Colin.
No, you can too. I'm just naming off Caden Dong. He's
Yeah,
got
Kaden Ong, he's gonna be something special this year. Jonah Yost got pulled up for playoffs last year, made an impressive start, and really looking forward to being able to work with them this year. Yost, Caden, and Kai Jones, some really electric players we have on defense, and then we have also Jay Smith coming to play linebacker this year, and really make a big impact on the defense.
all of us have really just developed as a defense. Like definitely all of us have improved. We know how to play together more.
And Ryder, I mean, you got 68 tackles. You were pretty much a menace for most of those quick offenses and trying to disrupt. You did it quite a few times.
Yes, sir. I
Who
would
some of you
say
guys- Yeah, go ahead, Ryder.
I would say, yeah, definitely like bouncing off of what Colin and Marcus said, practicing against a fast offense really helped me in that sense. So that way I was more conditioned and ready for whatever happened on offense. And pretty much with the practices we have and me moving fast all the time, I felt like that really helped me and impacted me during the game. So that way I was always ready and I was quick to try to make a play in the backfield or anything like that.
Now, Ryder, let me ask you this: Did Coach ever talk to you about maybe playing two ways, possibly once in a while, maybe insert you as a wideout?
No, sir.
Don't give away the recipe if that's if
Maybe
that's the
tight
trend.
end, maybe more riders area there, I would think. Yeah, for sure. Hey, let's go. Let me go up to Drew. Let me get our logo off of Drew's face there and see you looking handsome there. Thanks, Drew. There you go. That looks good. Hey, I could use some of that lettuce, I think, right there too. Tell us about your linebacker core, Drew. Who's back there with you? You guys are a physical group.
Yeah, we're throwing two linebackers out there this season. Last year we had one. We were running two towards like the end of the season for like a game or two, but uh majority of the game or majority of the season we just ran one. So but we got Jay Smith out here. He's coming out from offense from running back.
Is he only going to play defense this year? Drew?
Nah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna
All
play
right, you
both
got it
ways.
here.
But I think he's gonna play more defense.
Really, because he was. So we'll get to maybe the running back situation here with you guys a little bit. I want to know about that because Jay was such a key instrument offensively. Go ahead, Drew.
Yeah, then we got Alex Viota and then Rudy Gomez. And then we got Matthew Rosas. He flies around. We got a Kenny. I don't know his last name, but yeah, we got some good linebackers out there.
Kenny Kraus, maybe? No, let me
No,
see.
he's a receiver.
He's a receiver, yeah. Let me see. I do like to pick these off if I can. I just have the max preps here, so I better get down into the
Kenny Kraus.
40s and 50s. Say it again, brother.
Yeah, it is Kenny Kraus.
No, he said he's on offense, so they might have another one there. I'm trying to go through it, but good, Brill, appreciate it.
He just got pulled up.
Kenny Walter, Drew. Yeah.
Yeah, that might be his last name. Yeah.
Yeah, number 35 listed here, at least on the.
Yeah, that should be him.
Great job, you guys, so far. Hey, Randy, what do you think? I mean, if I'm a receiver on the Grossmont Foothillers, even with just a dozen catches with all the artillery you had last year, if I'm coming back as a senior, I know I'm going to have my chance to have a big season. You got to feel that way.
Yeah, I would say we have like a lot of good receivers coming in. We have a lot of good receivers coming out. But some key receivers that we have coming back is Kenneth Krause, and we also have Dallin McKay. They're both coming back, and some upcoming receivers that we have is Max Bewley and AJ Hooker. He's looking pretty good in practice.
And, considering we put up, how it was, I mean, basically record, the thing about this offense, they were kind of almost national headlines in a way, right? I mean, I know we had some issues on keeping down. I don't mean to keep rehashing it, but man, they were off the charts. You guys must have been really proud of what the team accomplished despite a subpar record, because the Foothillers were talked amongst the top passing teams in the entire nation last year, Randy.
Yeah, coming off that season, we know that we lost a lot of big key receivers, but we also still plan on airing the ball out and still getting the ball downfield.
Dave, the players, with all due respect to these guys, Dave, the players may change, but as long as Coach Lawrence is in there, we're going to get the same. I mean, this, we've talked to Coach Lawrence many times. You guys, we've known him for a long, back when you guys were just toddlers, man. When Coach Lawrence was lighting it up throughout his career, and that's what he brings, Dave, right, with this offense. I mean, it almost feels like Eric Coryell, brother.
Well, I mean, that was one of my first stories, big stories, was when he played Mira Mesa years ago, and I think they went double overtime, maybe even triple overtime. I'm sure he told the story. It was pretty foggy out there. I mean, they were just. They were done, both teams, but Anthony went out there and got the job done, just like he does with you guys. But I'm sure he's got some great stories for you too. And you got probably one of, if not the best coach in the league as far as the Valley's concerned. So you guys should feel pretty good about that. And I'm sure he's got some other tricks up his sleeve. Change up the offense a little bit from last year. Maybe get a couple more runs this year than as opposed to, I mean, last year, what do we have? 44,134 yards and 53 touchdowns. I mean, can Tyler do the same thing? Randy, you think?
With Coach Law coaching him up, in practice, he has been putting the ball where it needs to be. He has been fitting it into tight windows, and he's just been showing that he has what it takes to put up those numbers, and we plan on still doing that this season.
And how are those legs working? Is Coach Lawrence letting him run out there too, or he pretty much wants to keep him in the pocket?
Nah, Coach is letting him get his feet dirty, so plan on seeing him run out the pocket this year too.
Nice.
And Randy, when it comes to Coach Lawrence, do you think, Tommy was a great talent and probably above average talent, right? You got a combination of a great coach like that. And looking forward now, I mean, with you guys, veterans here, but looking beyond this and coach's ability, does he make quarterbacks or does he take good quarterbacks and make them better? Is that a fair question, Randy?
I would say quarterbacks coming in, they all need help, and he gives them that help that they need to go out there and shine. Then that's what he did to Tommy, and he's doing the same thing to Tyler, and he's molding him into a great quarterback. And I really plan on seeing him move this season.
Yeah, and he's a Foothiller, Dave. So, I know Coach could probably go on to some bigger and better things in life, but I feel like he's committed to our Foothillers, Dave.
Oh, absolutely. And I was going to also put in there Jay Smith, running back. Is he going to play line be on offense and defense still?
He is planning on playing both sides of the ball.
Maybe Jamarcus can touch on the running game. Maybe I asked him about his line mates there a little bit, but we know Jay had over 600 yards last season rushing and 7 touchdowns. Have you seen any other backs to pick up the load when he's out, especially if he's going to play more defense, the boys said. Jamarcus, do you know some other running backs taking reps?
Yes. We have AJ Hooker.
Yep.
And Corbin, but I don't really know his last name.
Corbin Dow?
I think so. But they're
Corbin
really
Dow. Yeah. He's only a sophomore, it says here.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
They're really explosive, and they really have like great hand and operation, and yeah, they have really quick feet.
And you're gonna take them to the end zone, just stretching the field for them and creating those holes. And yes. They have that breakaway speed, you would think, too, even the youngster.
Yes, sir. I believe he did run track, and he did pretty good in that, too.
Impressive.
All right, Ryder, look, enough of the jokes from us, and we don't want to portray it like that at all. You guys still got to be a little bit steamed about some of those results last year with this defense. Look, I'm not saying we're back here in the Valley League, but I'm going to make the proclamation. Dave, this is my job here, right? Hard to analyze this. Coach talked to you privately and said, hey, we're in a little bit of a rebuild, got a new quarterback, whatever. I see a Grossmont Foothillers team go into the Valley League, and I've got them and I don't want Coach to get mad. I think they're instant contenders because of the move. I don't know how else I can put it. But if you look, and we know what Monta Vista brings. We know what Santana brings. Okay, we know what West Hills and Santana bring. I think Grossmont is certainly right there with them. That any of those top 4 teams. I don't want to discount Valhalla and El Cajon, but I think we've got 4 teams that every single one of those league games between those 4 teams is going to have a huge impact on the championship this season. Dave.
Yeah, absolutely. Colton, what do you think about that? I mean, and you don't take the El Cajones and Valhalla's lightly either, I'm sure, and I'm definitely know that Coach doesn't because let's look at Valhalla last year. They actually, they looked little more talented, especially on offense than they have in the past few years. They had quite a few down years, and you can't overlook the Braves. You never know. I mean, any given Friday in this situation or Thursday.
What do you think about those opponents, Colton? Moving, you guys have to talk a little bit amongst yourselves, and maybe what can you share with us without, you know, you're not talking down about these teams at all. Because, like I said, I think all these games are going to be really good this year. But you've got to think, hey, look, this Hills League was tough. We know it. We'd love to take them on. I know you guys are would always like to try to challenge the best. But amongst yourselves, you got to think, man, if we work hard enough, we have a big chance here to win a championship in our senior year.
Obviously, we go into every game the same. That's what we're taught to do. But I see us going at least 8-2 this year. I'm very confident.
Who do you think? I'm thinking, Colton, you're probably talking about maybe the non-league games for the 2 losses, possibly. They aren't the toughest squads, but they're definitely not going to be easy to take down either. I mean, even the opener, Patrick Henry, isn't that going to be kind of a battle test out of the gate?
Dave, I'm not supposed to talk. I got the over in that. Marcus, you guys better stop them because I might want to go over in that game.
Yes, sir. We plan on stopping that and doing a lot better than we did last year. Coach Law has been on us heavy. Coach T, everybody has been on us heavy. And we're all looking forward to just going in and sticking with the game plan and getting coming out with the result that we want this year.
Drew, I'd have a big 77 painted on the locker room, ready to get after it on that first game. Look, the offense did a great job, and I know I keep harping back on leaving you guys, on that field or whatever on that night. But to have the fact that you open up with the Patriots again, man, I'm sure that is squarely put everything I'm talking about championships and what Colton said. You got that Patrick Henry. I mean, that's got to be the whole focus right now, it feels like.
Yeah, like Marcus was saying, Coach Law's been on us very much, been getting us very ready for Patrick Henry. I think we just need to have a few good practices this week, and I think we got him.
They had the 2 walking sticks on them there, Dave, 77, but the Hillers scored 48, and look at what they did last year, Dave, and Randy knows. I mean, 56, 32, the Mira Mesa game. Can't wait for that one this time around again. That was one of the games of the year, it felt like, right? Putting up big points, 54 against the Monarchs. Remember, a league opponent this year. I think that shows too. They beat the Monarchs 54-33 and still put up big numbers too in that Steel Canyon game, a 60 spot, Dave.
And that's got to say a lot about you guys because look up with Monte Vista. Granted, it was a Division 5 CIF championship, but hey, they got the opportunity. They went and won it. They went and beat some quality teams, and you got to feel good about that, though, that you were able to put up that many points on such a tough squad that went on to win a championship.
Yeah, for sure. And this team had their opportunity, got back at it against Mira Mesa and got that win 49-24 and then met El Cap in the playoffs. And remember, that's funny that they end up playing El Cap in that game because those are the 2 teams that end up switching leagues this season. All right, Ryder got you back there. So I was asking the guys about the Patriots game there to start it off, and I asked Drew, said, you guys got to be totally focused on that, nothing else after what happened in last year's season opener.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Tell me about the lead up. Hey, and also tell me, how did it go? You guys scrimmaged against the Titans the other day. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
How did that go? I know we don't worry about scores and everything. How'd the team fare, especially the defense?
I would say the scrimmage went very well. Defense, we were able to stop them. Our first string and second string really just shows us where we are and what we can really do on defense. I think with most of our starters returning back on defense, our season's going to go really well. And it really just showed us like where we were, and what we could do during the scrimmage. And I think we did very well on first string and second string. The scrimmage went very well. I said we made a few mistakes here and there, but otherwise we still had like good mindsets throughout the scrimmage, and we still played very hard, and we made some good plays throughout the scrimmage.
And Randy, how'd the offense fare against East Lake?
I would say we showed very good sparks. Our ones and our twos, we were getting down the field easily, and we were just doing what we do best.
That is a good sign, because I think even though East Lake isn't that old East Lake, Dave, that you and I might be used to, they're still, I think, size-wise and where they're at with their program, and with Grossmont moving down, I think that was probably the type of opponent that coach was looking for, but they might even be considered graded ahead of Grossmont as far as the size and where the programs are currently live right now.
Absolutely. I was going to ask Colton for the first one. Obviously, is the opener, and I'm just going to guess that the other one you're scoping out is probably La Jolla. Am I correct on that one?
Yeah, I think we got Patrick Henry though. I'm just giving 8-2. Just that's what.
No. I totally.
No, he
understand.
says got him meaning win. I think right. That's what you mean, right, Colton?
Yeah.
We've got him. We lost that game by I don't know, 77-49. We're getting him. I think that's what Colton. When he says we got him. I mean, we're going to beat him.
No, we're coming back. We're ready. Our defense is, I would say, twice as good. So we're stopping them.
Which, if we can start off 2-0 and then head into La Jolla, that'll give us the confidence to play the same game against La Jolla and defeat them. And they've been a lot better than they have been in years too. They've really ramped up, and I'm sure you're looking definitely to circle that one on your calendar as well. But you guys like that kind of challenge, though, especially in non-league play.
Yes.
Yeah, we're looking. If we start fast, we'll gain momentum. We'll be fine. We just got to start fast on Patrick Henry. That's got to be the focus.
Oh, for sure. I mean, like I said, it just sounds like get out there and enjoy some high school football. That sounds like a fun game. I hope the defense does stuff them and make it not so fun. Hey, I have 6 Hillers on screen. I'll go to Jamarcus. I haven't heard anybody mention Max yet. Tell me what he means to this team, Jamarcus, Max Tufugafale, and his contributions overall to the deep. I think he does both sides, doesn't he?
Yes, sir.
He's our kind of our marquee. We got some great players on here. He's one of our marquee guys for sure.
Yes, sir. Max, he's really talented. He gives me a challenge in practice whenever he goes on the line. And then on O-line, he plays center, guard, and tackle in case if anybody goes down or something. So he's very valuable to the team for sure.
Man of many hats.
Work with. Say it again, Dave.
Man of many hats. I mean, that's got to be. I mean, that's quite impressive actually to be able to wear that many hats.
Yes.
And then he was all league. Ramon, if you recall, he was all league, and he had what 3.5 sacks.
I believe so.
Gives you some good work. Jamarcus. He'd make you a better player.
Of course. We go hard every time we go head to head. It's always a challenge. He for sure made me a better player. He made me more tough, of course, and we hit it in the weight room for sure. Me, Max, Ryder, we're all on the same rack, and we get to work.
Hey, Marcus, this is game week. So what do you guys, and maybe for Colton too, as defensive backs, what is the reps like? Who plays the quarterback of the Patriots, and what type of looks? I would imagine that Coach Lawrence can scheme it up for a scout team to kind of look like what Patrick Henry has to offer. We know they're just as prolific, really, as the Foothillers offensively. I feel like.
Mhm. Going into this week, I would say the quarterback of the defense is either Colton or Gage. Just them at nickel, and even Colton taking some safety reps. They kind of overlook the offense and help us position, especially like the nickels and the corners, and just communicating this week so that way we can play the ball because we know Patrick Henry's going to plan to air the ball out and try to attack us how they did last year. But like we said earlier, we plan on stopping all that.
Then how about everybody forgets about I think it's one of the most important pieces of the game is I guess I'm going to ask Randy about that, and that's the special teams game.
Randy,
Our kicker and our return team.
Can you help us?
Yeah, I would say our return team, they look way better than last year. We look to take a lot of kickoffs to the house this year, and we look to take a lot of punt returns to the house as well.
Are you involved in any returns, or can you tell us who might be doing some returns?
Some return men. We got Colton, he's that returner. We got also Johnny Yost. We got AJ Hooker. I think we also have Jonah Martinez. He's also an upcoming wide receiver. And I think that's most of our returners.
Gage too.
Gage too a little bit.
Yeah.
And how about our kicker?
Guy, I think.
Yeah. Do we have any kicking? Who know the kicker?
Tyler Holmes is going to be kicking this year along with Shamar. I don't know Shamar's last name.
No problem. I might be able to find it here. And
Shamar, you said is Smith?
Yeah.
Shamar Smith. Thank you, JP.
Thanks, you guys. Great job. And I don't know, you guys were chuckling there. I hope we have some kicking game. I mean, hey, Dave, remember Grossmont's had some, they've had girls kickers out there doing a pretty good job in the history of this program, believe it or not. You guys, Grossmont's had I'm not going to make fun of the kickers or anything like that. So, hey, Drew, what do you guys look at when it comes to the Patriots? Do you look at the film from last year's game in preparation? Have you done that this week, or is it just on the field? Let's put that behind us. I imagine you got to take a second look at this, the way that offense goes.
Yeah, I for sure think that would be a good idea to look back on last year to see what they were really hitting us with. I think they were hitting us up with the run up the middle the most, but I've been looking at like their scrimmage film the most.
Oh, okay. From this season.
From last week.
And Jamarcus and Colton, you guys are the eyes and ears. And I mean, if you really look at it, you're also the on-field coaches. I mean, I know we have our coordinators and such, but I mean, let's face it, with that many newer guys, younger guys, you guys are the ones out there to keep them in position and make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, especially when they're coming in as a sophomore or even a junior, season them up.
Yes, sir. We also have a freshman that got pulled up in playoffs with Caden Flores. Yeah, he's a starter. He's really good. Max, every single time he goes on the D-line, he hits him, and he gets back up, and he asks what he did wrong, and fixes it, and that shows heart.
A freshman, that's always, you know what? I think that's one of the toughest things to do is to obviously make varsity as a freshman. I mean, sophomores usually make it up there, but don't usually have too many freshmen that'll make the starting squad, especially.
Yes, sir.
All right, Dave. Great job by the Hillers there to get us up to speed, and really appreciate you guys doing this. Good luck against the Patriots. Randy's going to be in the end zone at least 3 times, I would think. or at least the Hillers. Seriously, Randy, after Donovan's awesome season last year, I mean, anything even close to that, you guys are going to have another monster season offensively. You got to feel that way. Get a quarterback. You guys are talking up Tyler a little bit, and you got good receiving core as you mentioned. So let's do it, huh? Let's match whatever they got over there at Patrick Henry. And I know, like you guys are saying, yeah, a little bit of motivation off of the game against them last year. What kind of numbers we going to have, Randy? Not just you, but this offense. I'm not going to say we can duplicate that, but still, just a strong year will be enough, I would think.
I would say, yeah, we still have high numbers. We still are going to get the passing yards we need, and we also are going to put the ball on the ground.
And then Drew and Colton, do we have a turnover number? I mean, I know you want to disrupt, but I'm sure you want to have a few scoop and scores, maybe a couple of picks.
I want 4 forced fumbles, hopefully.
Nice.
I want like 5 picks. I want to pick 6 though.
That's definitely doable in league play. Or hey, I bet you it would feel even better to start off against the Patriots and take one to the house.
Yeah, I feel like I really see the flats well.
Perfect.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be a great game. That would be a great game. And you mentioned the other games, Dave. We'll let the guys go, but Westview's the home opener next week, and then those tough games. La Jolla, they're a real presence now, year in and year out. It seems like then they'll play at Otay, and then I mentioned the Mira Mesa game. I meant the regular season game was one of the games of the year. Of course, in the playoffs. I mean, it was Grossmont. So then you get into that schedule with home games against Valhalla and Santana, road West Hills and the Braves, and then the home finale against Monte Vista. Do you know which game is homecoming, Marcus?
Mira Mesa, I believe.
Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, that'd be a good game and homecoming.
Yes,
Dave,
sir.
thanks for getting these Foothillers together, even from this Highlander and this Eagle over here. This guy, we're going to wish you guys a big time luck and have a great season in the Valley League. And Coach doesn't, he told you, Dave, probably something. He's telling these guys, hey, we're going to have a big year. But, you told me Coach was trying to play it down. I don't see it. I see the Foothillers being right in there in the mix, and it's going to be whichever comes down to, probably 5-1 or so in that league, or 4-1, whatever it is going to be winning it. You could probably only lose one game with 4 top competitors.
Well, what my dad used to like to do as a fearless forecaster. He used to like to stir it up for the, especially for the quote unquote underdog, and get them real fired up. And I think that would be the greatest thing for this team here. But I don't think they need any help stirring it up. They're ready to go, and they're gonna take it to the Patriots and let them know, and let it be heard, rather.
Well, and whoever wrote that prediction for this week's games, he can go get lost, because the Foothillers are going to win it. But I won't say. I'll take my lumps. Let's go Hillers and prove me wrong this week. I think if the Hillers were at home, I'd have went with them, and I might switch anyways. But you know what? I just had to look. They gave up 77. Close that gap at all, and the Foothillers will win that game come Friday night. All right, guys. Thank you, Dave, as well. But thank you to Randy Ballard. Thank you to Drew Cesena. Did I say Drew Cesena?
Cesena, yeah.
Great. Colton Burke, Ryder Robinson was with us. Marcus Campbell, his family's going to get on my case because I didn't tell him to put a light on front of him. Bad producer here. And Jamarcus Portlock, thanks for holding it down in the trenches there for the Grossmont Foothillers. Good luck, you guys, and we'd like to get you guys on some post game after some of the wins from the field, especially the road games. We'd like to get you interview guys on the bus or out there at the field or at the restaurant. When we're going up to, where do we go in Grossmont? Do we go to Beef and Bun after
BJ's.
the
BJ's.
Gotta go to Beef. Okay, just of course, Dave. They're not 50 years old like you and I going to Beef and Bun and Round Table anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Great
wherever
job.
you guys are, you guys get that big win. It's one of our staples. We started last year. We'll catch you on the bus, and since we have your numbers, and no quiet stuff on the bus either. I mean, you have a
Wow.
big win. We want the whole ambiance of it, so we'll be giving you a holler. So hopefully we're gonna do it more often than not.
Keep that link on your phones because it's the same studio, and we want to get you real fast after the big win and get you on the air with the post-game interviews. Get your buddies, get the top player, and let's interview you guys after the game. I really appreciate that, and we'll cover the Foothillers here as we do all season long. And that was where Dave's dad, our mentor, went to Grossmont High School, so we have a soft spot still for those Hillers. He was an old catcher, Dave. Your dad was a catcher and a pretty good one. All right. Thanks, Grossmont. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Dave, as well. We'll have more previews later this week. And, of course, we'll have a Friday post-game show. Who knows? Well, we might have these Foothillers. It's pretty close from Henry. We'll wait till they get back to BJ's, maybe call them up at BJ's and be chowing down with the victory and have some interviews. All right, guys? Thanks a lot. And
Thank
we'll
you.
see you next time here with more East County Prep football previews. For Dave Dickens, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
Appreciate it, fellas.
Thank you.